I want to take a few minutes to talk about Regions Bank, because this is not just about bad service, it's about a long, ugly pattern of abuse. On the surface, Regions looks like any other large bank. They've got branches all over the South, polished marketing, and plenty of talk about being committed to their customers. But scratch beneath that surface, and you find a company that has again and again chosen profit over honesty, secrecy over transparency, and retaliation over respect. Let's start with account closures. People wake up one morning to discover their account shut down, no notice, no explanation. When they go into a branch to ask why, the manager admits corporate never told them. Even Regions' own employees are kept in the dark. That's not a mistake. That's deliberate. And it flies directly in the face of the Dodd-Frank Act, which requires banks to explain adverse actions taken against their customers. By refusing to give a reason, Regions isn't just being shady, they're breaking federal law. Now, you might think this is just an isolated issue. But Regions has a record, a long one. In April 2015, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau fined Regions $7.5 million because the bank was charging overdraft fees to customers who never opted in for overdraft protection. Think about that, people specifically did not agree to the service, yet Regions drained them anyway. The CFPB forced Regions to refund about $49 million to those customers. That alone should have been a wake-up call. But Regions didn't learn. In fact, they doubled down. In September 2022, the CFPB came back with one of the largest actions of its kind. Regions was ordered to pay a $50 million civil penalty and refund at least $141 million to customers for what regulators called illegal surprise overdraft fees. These weren't minor bookkeeping mistakes. The Bureau explained how customers had enough money in their accounts when they swiped their card, but later, after the transactions settled, Regions manipulated the order of postings and suddenly slapped them with overdraft fees. The CFPB uncovered internal evidence that Regions leadership had known about this practice for years. They knowingly allowed it to continue because it generated massive profit. That tells you all you need to know about their priorities. And while all of this is happening, their technology remains a joke. Their online banking system and mobile app are infamous for being unreliable, constant crashes, login failures, and transaction errors. In an era where even small local credit unions manage to provide seamless digital banking, Regions operates with a system that feels like it belongs in the 1990s. Customers rely on these tools to pay bills, transfer money, and check balances, and Regions can't even get the basics right. It's not just incompetence. It's neglect. They refuse to invest in a system that works because they don't see it as profitable. So let's lay it out plainly. Regions Bank closes accounts without explanation, in violation of the Dodd-Frank Act. They've been fined by federal regulators multiple times, $7.5 million in 2015, and then again in 2022 with a $50 million penalty and over $141 million in customer refunds. They've been caught charging fees customers never agreed to, and then again charging hidden fees customers never expected. And they keep running one of the most poorly built digital platforms in the industry. That's not a bank you can trust. That's not a bank acting in good faith. That's a bank exploiting every loophole and hiding behind corporate walls while pretending to serve their customers. But here's the thing, people aren't powerless. If you've been burned by Regions, you can file a complaint with the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. The OCC is the federal regulator for national banks, and every complaint adds pressure. When enough voices speak out, the regulators have no choice but to act. And Regions needs to be held accountable, because fines clearly haven't been enough to change their behavior. Banks only exist because customers trust them with their money. And when that trust is broken, when they close accounts without cause, when they run illegal fee schemes, when they hide from accountability, then customers have every right to fight back. Don't let them silence you. Don't let them bully you into walking away quietly. Speak up. File your complaint. And remind Regions Bank that the days of crooked practices without consequences are over.